Hello everyone. Now we are going to see the hypertrophy in cellular adaptation. Meaning of hypertrophy is decrease in cell size and cell number. And what are the mechanism behind cell atrophy? Primarily two mechanisms involved, in which either decreased synthesis of protein or due to the decreased growth factor signals or increase degradation of the proteins. Increased degradation of proteins seen in ubiquitin proteasome pathway activation or by increasing the autophagy of proteins, which the increased autophagy is seen in autophagic vacuoles are more in number in case of the increased autophagy of the proteins. The important mechanism is ubiquitin proteasome pathway, in which when there is a nutrient deficiency, then it stimulates ubiquitin ligases and they bind with protein peptide and result into the degradation in proteasome. Atrophy can be physiological and pathological. In physiological atrophy, notochord and thyroglossal duct during the fetal development, they show atrophy, and atrophy of uterus after the pregnancy or in parturition. Examples of pathological atrophy are disuse atrophy, when decrease the workload of any particular organ; denervation atrophy, when there is damage to nerve supply, loss of innervation; diminished blood supply, when blood supply is decreased or cut by some reason, this also result into the atrophy; inadequate nutrition, which is seen in chronic cachexia. In chronic cachexia, there is increase in cytokines TNF, which decreases the appetite and result into the muscular atrophy. Another cause of pathological atrophy is loss of endocrine stimulation, which is seen in menopausal women, atrophy of breast and endometrium. And one of the examples of this endocrine stimulation, which is used as a option of treatment in prostatic cancer, in prostate cancer, after treatment with the androgen deprivation therapy, there is decrease in the size of prostate or prostatic atrophy. Another cause of atrophy is pressure. Due to long standing pressure, there is obstruction of the blood vessel and ischemia occur, and as blood supply decrease, this may result into the atrophy of that organ. Now another entity in cellular adaptation is metaplasia, which is a very important topic. So what is metaplasia? In metaplasia, one differentiated cell types convert into the or transform into the another differentiated cell type. It can be a precursor for malignancy. Mechanism for metaplasia: reprogramming of local tissue stem cells can result into the metaplasia, and other mechanism is colonization of differentiated cells from the adjacent site, can also result into the metaplasia. Examples of metaplasia are transforming columnar epithelium into the squamous epithelium, squamous metaplasia, which is seen in chronic smokers, in lower respiratory tract, and in cornea in vitamin A deficiency cases. When there is entrapment of stones in ducts, this may also stimulate the transformation of that particular epithelium into the squamous epithelium or result into the squamous metaplasia. There is one of the very popular examples of columnar metaplasia in lower esophagus. In lower one third of esophagus, columnar metaplasia takes place, in which the normal squamous epithelium transform into the columnar small intestinal epithelium due to the repetitive gastric reflexes into the lower esophagus. And this condition is known as Barrett's esophagus, and this is one of the pre-malignant condition. Metaplasia can be seen in soft tissue. After the injury or trauma in muscular tissue, there can be a heterotrophic wound formation, and which is known as myositis ossificans. So these are the important examples of metaplasia. Thank you.